Hello, everyone. Um, can everyone hear me? Hi. Hello, everyone. Hi. Welcome, all the audience who are joining Angeena International nonprofit organization event today. Uh, we have a very special guest with us, along with our president of Angeena International. She's the president and founder of Angeena International. And our special guest today is joining us from Italy, Miss Concita La Placa. We're very thrilled to have her in our platform today, and myself, Nadia, the host. All the audience who are joining us for the first time, please kindly like our like page. And if you have any questions or any comments, we would love to hear from you. So let's start with our program today. And okay, let's begin our program. The special guest that we have here, I know with the whole internet issue, there's sometimes ups and downs, so please bear with us. I will speak a little bit about her, introducing Ms. Concita La Placa. She's an author. She was born in Caltanissetta on July 30th. I apologize if I did not pronounce it right. So she was born in July 30th, 1960, and she lives in Rome currently. Since childhood, she was very creative and she always wanted to follow creative ideas into writing. She always had interest in social issues, especially after she completed her high school diploma. She began to put her career into author. She obtained 4 years degree, University of Trieste in Administration and Management of Social Policy at the Faculty of Education. From 1991 to 2006, she carried out her activity into social health field in Sicilian ASL, dealing with social health problems and drug addictions, health education, and active reception of illegal immigrants in healthcare, and above all, she worked in primary prevention aimed to adolescents. Since 2006, after moving to Rome, she has continued to deal with social issues. So we are really happy to have Ms. Concita La Pleca here today. Um, Along with that, people who are first time joining Angeena International, I just wanted to say that Angeena International has been there for over 25 years. And, we work a lot and we work, you know, all this social issues, social concerns. So we have a lot of guests here that will come many times in our programs. So it's from each guest we learn a lot new, new things that they had contributed or they are continuously contributing in society. So that is what Angeena International is. We connect with these individuals. We like to acknowledge them, and we discuss few things with them as well. So please bear with us again. Our internet's, I know, been very troubled because she is joining us all the way from Italy. So, and then we will also discuss a few things with Miss Charmin as well. Miss Miss Concita, Miss Concita, I can't see you, but can you? She's there, but her video is not working. But anyways, we will still continue our program. So today we will mostly discuss about Angeena International and Miss Consider La Placa, how she began into writing. We'll discuss a little bit about her poetry. Miss Conchita, hi. I just introduced and read a little bit of your biography with our audience. Do you want to say a few
You
words?
you must speak with me most piano, slow, most slow.
No problem. No problem.
Thank you. Welcome, Consider. It's very nice to see you. And she will ask you some about like something like about you.
Mostly our audience would like to know a lot of questions. So, Miss Conchita, when did you start writing?
Oh, I started to write verse in my life since I was 15. Always I had this particular sensitive to express my feelings on paper, exposing my soul. One of these ear poems of mine, the one entitled Once Upon a Time, was published in the poetic column, The Corner of Poetry, of a well-known Italian woman's weekly, Confidenze. The column was edited by Marco De Poli. This same poem is one of the 55 poems collected in my first trilogy, published by the Munich Media Foundation for Arts and Culture Romania. I remember that every aspetta, che cazzo? I remember that every 10, I felt the need to put on paper those emotions that I sensed while I found myself observing a sunset or looking at the immensity of the sea. At the time, I felt a kind of inner urge that forced me to regurgitate the teenage emotional confusion and pour it into written talks and verses through on a blank sheet. Writing my emotion had become my way of being listened to by myself in a therapeutic way. But at the time, I wasn't aware of it. I only felt the emotional inner push that I let emerge naturally through free writing. It was a saving for me. Even now, I like to do it, even if in different times and ways. Usually during the evening or whenever I manage to isolate myself from the world around me and I can get in touch with the innermost part of myself. Something it happens that at a precise moment of the day, perhaps while I observe nature, I feel the feelings kept in the deepest part of myself, vibrate, and on impulse, I begin to write verses that spring spontaneously. They are verses written straight away, the most truthful feelings and the most genuine emotions. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We have lovely audience with us. So thank you so much for joining
Slowly, slowly.
everyone who's watching with us. And thank you, Ms. Consider. Thank you so much. Can you please recite a poetry for us? You can say it in your language or in English. One poetry.
Yeah,
Yes,
I prefer your language, Italian.
yes, you can I want tell you that I was inspired by emotion sync moments and also the feelings inspires me to write my verses. Among these, I enumerate the universal love that can be that between a man and a woman, or the love of mothers for her sons, love for nature, love for neighbor, for the weakest. Then there is that strange feeling that I have always felt in front of the black sheet. The feeling that I have always felt in front of a black sheet is the awareness that the white space soon can be filled with my writing, conductor of my thoughts, my sensations, my emotions, and my feelings. All emotion that they will be able to run underground, starting from my heart and reaching that of the readers. I like being able to capture and crystallize in precise moment an emotion on paper, on imagine that represents something exciting and meaningful to me, just as it usual to imprint with a photographic shot, a photo in a virgin film. In fact, writing has always been for me the whole cathartic possibility of transferring the emotion I feel at the precise moment into verse. Now
Very
I
nice.
can read you one
Please.
of my... ok, io ho preparato questa. Aspetta,
Please, if you can read a poetry in Italian or English, which you like.
ok. I mentioned the things in general that dance inside me are strongest inspiration for me. They are pain, love, passion, nostalgia, melancholy, because each of these belongs not all to me, but is the prerogative of humanity. I love it to think that the poetry could be defined as the natural container of every true emotional current, which starting from our emotional center, reaches strength to the heart and turns into the verse. Nurul is a great poet and is my friend, a great friend of mine. He was my editor when I published my first book of 50 poems. Nurul
Oh,
tell about
nice.
my poetry. Tis Congetta la placa, composed my mystery in her poems behind the simple language. At first glance, it seems like something. Oh, scusa.
No,
Mannaggia.
no, you're good.
Scusa. Excuse me.
No problem. No problem. I understand a little bit.
Okay, next.
At a glance, it seems like something simple, but the second meaning of the poem, the dark poetic folk, is repeatedly exposed in the text. This can be explained by drawing and example of many of her poems.
Okay. I know you have participated in many poetry competition in Italy. I know Miss Sherman has also participated in many. competition, poetry competition as well when she was young,
International.
Yes, yes,
internationally. And I
yes,
know I
yes.
wanted to speak a little bit about this book, Odyssey International Anthology of World Poets. I know, Miss Sharman, your biography and your poetry is there. Miss Conchita La Placa, your poetry and your bit of biography is there. I will quickly just recite a little bit of Miss Sharman's, and Miss Placa, I would also want to hear about yourself as well. So, Miss Sharman, I just want to recite a little bit from here. You are a bilingual Canadian author. You have a lot of recognition internationally for your writing and reciting poetry. You don't just write poems or so; you also recite them as well. Along with you've written novels and published many articles on newspapers, community newspapers, and internationally as well. So I'm just reciting very few things. I know since childhood, Ms. Sharman's been writing poetry and stories. So it's that's and I just want to recite a quick poetry of Miss Sharman that was published on Odyssey International Anthology of World Poets 2020. It's called Wisdom of Life. I'm not the same old me as you all thought I would be. So easily I was thrown into the deep ocean as you all watched me drown. I'm not the same old me, letting myself be a fool, and trusted the words of promises I was told. That part of me no longer exists. I'm refined my soul and washed away the horrors of loneliness. You had left me all alone. The wisdom of life had taught me to fight. Thus, I'm no longer the soul you had met once before. Thank you, Ms. Charmaine, for contributing your poetry. And Ms. Conchita Placa, I know you wrote in this book as well. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself writing your poetry in that book?
Yes, the poem, my poems that was published in this a prestigious anthology, Odyssea International Anthology of the World Poets 2020, was entitled "To You So Fragile." To You So Fragile. Now I can read it to you. To you who are so fragile, I dedicate these mine scattered verses, which soon that autumn will scatter like dry leaves. To you, of your weakness, you didn't yourself heaven, hiding your silent in the raviness of your fear. To you that through your stability, your perceive from the world, its ruthless indifference and the color of joy and pain. To you who make of your friability a strength to resist to the elements of life. To you who, despite life, rarely smiled at you perfect now how to fill your soul. Don't be afraid, love, to make human and less tragic this your transient existence.
Wow. Thank you
This
so much.
poems, poem that I want to read also in Italian language. A
Please,
te
yes,
che sei
please.
fragile, a te che sei fragile, dedico questi miei versi sparsi, che presto il vento d'autunno disperderà come foglie secche. A te che della tua debolezza hai fatto il tuo sicuro rifugio, nascondendoti negli affratti della tua paura. A te che con la tua sensibilità percepisci dal mondo la sua spietata indifferenza e la colori con le sfumature di gioia e di dolore. A te che della tua fragilità ne fai una forza per resistere alle intemperie della vita. This
Thank
poem
you.
was right. written for all the people that are fragile, that are the last the last of the world. I want to help always these people, and for me, write some verse for these people was an honor. Is an honor for me. Um, you can say something about this che aspetta. You can I can this experience of to participate at Odyssea Festival International was a very happy experience for me. It was a moment to meet some poet of the world, and I so I could know other poet in all the world, and quindi confrontarmi con loro. Aspetta un attimo, un attimo.
Thank you so much, Ms. Consider. Truly appreciate your poetry, both in English and Italian. Thank you so much. I'm just going to quickly read some comments people wrote. So we have with us a Facebook user. Please, anyone from our group or outside of page, please, if you can kindly like our like page and join. They said, "Welcome, Saida Sherminapu." Anis Khan, nice program. Hello, Miss Concita. Thank you, Anis Khan. R.A. Roshan, watching from Bangladesh. Thank you so much. Afrin Hawk, enjoying the program. Best wishes. Watching from Greece. Thank you so much. Misty Rahman put nice program. Loving Angeena international shows. Again, someone from our group, I believe, commented, "I'm enjoying from Bangladesh." I'm sorry, I can't see your name. It just says Facebook user. So I humbly request you if you can please join our like page. It's Angeena International nonprofit organization, or the link is on our on our pictures as well. Nisha Ahmed, excellent poetry. To Miss Consider Plaka. Thank you so much, Nisha Ahmed. And then Nisha Ahmed also said what she's watching from London. She loves the spirit of women writers. Yes, I agree too. It's amazing. Um,
Io I
s-
can
yes.
okay, okay,
Okay, we'll come back
I
to
can,
the.
I can say that was when I was able to participate as a poetess in the Odyssey International Festival, Festival of Poets of the World 2020. It was a cultural and poetic event that lasted 3 days. I would say it was one of the King International Festival. It was an intense connection between 200 poets coming from the 5 continents: Africa, America, Europe, Asia, Oceania, which had an each 4 days and days. He's still talking about it today, not only on Facebook. A truly fabulous experience for me, considering that we are experiencing a truly difficult period worldwide for the whole social relationship due to the distance to the be kept due to COVID-19. I can confirm that I had never before participated in something similar and so important event. Um,
Okay.
That's
it was a
very
nice
nice. And
cultural festival.
do you have like Can you talk about your books name? How many books you are um,
Published.
published?
Yes, yes. I had published one books, the first books of poems is this published was made editor by International Media Foundation. My editor was Nuriel Hock. He is my friend, a great poet.
Yes.
I have a very very love for him, for his poetry. He's a great poet. He's a great poetry. These books was born after Odyssey Festival. Because I, I was to publish with the foundation, Munir Foundation. For me, it was a very very honorable event. In this book, there are 15 poems. These poems are speak about love, about cosmic love. Um, I think that that love is in whole the world, in all in the cosmic, and we can see this love so attraverso quindi the little things that are with us in our life. Um, um, I wanted now
Is this Miss
read
Consider?
a
Is
poem of it
is
is the
this is this the book that you launched on Amazon?
come? Scusa,
This
ripeti?
is this is the book that you launched in Amazon?
No, non capisco. No, I understand.
Your book was launched on
Yeah,
Amazon.
her book is the Amazon.
Yes,
The
sì,
New
sì, sì,
York
yeah, yes, yes. This book
published the book.
was published on Amazon in two type typology. In Kindle form, in the form of Kindle, and in a cartaceo paper book.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Now you can sell it to buy this book on Amazon.
This is her book. So,
The
So
book entitled Emozioni al vento, amore cosmico ed emozioni al vento. Questo è il
actually,
titolo.
the Odyssey, I remember the like Odyssey International Anthology of World Poets
Yes,
2020.
sì,
There
yes,
is this is the book.
yes, this is the book.
So this is the book, and I have the poem also and
the one
biography.
which I just recited.
Yeah. So there is her. She wants to show her also, but I'm showing her the page number 170. I'm showing her.
And it can be found on Amazon as well,
Yeah,
right?
this is
Okay.
her.
In
Because I had
Amazon,
some audience asking where can they purchase. It's on Amazon.
yes,
Yeah, this is her
it is
books.
Amazon.
So this
In
is really great books. This is all. and everybody can enjoy. You can buy from Amazon
Yes, I buy it from Amazon. This
also.
is
This
now
file.
here.
Thank you. Yep. So I had some audience asking where they can purchase the book in the inbox of Angeena. So yes, this can be found on Amazon as well. Thank you so much, Miss Consider. There's when I was reading about you, you've done a lot of social activities, social help, and you worked with social issues. Thank you. And Miss Charmaine, I know you also yourself always working with social issues, writing about social issues as well. Um, I wanted to ask you, Miss Charmaine, first, and then I'll come to Miss Consider. What do you what do you think about the importance of education for children?
Um, actually,
I know in Angina we work a lot of
Angina
things.
did from like we are doing last 25 years with children, and
Work, yeah,
uh,
we've worked with them.
yeah, work
We
with
did a
them.
lot of
Yeah, lots of
education
project we did.
programs.
We did every year so many projects
Internationally, especially.
internationally.
Yeah.
We did internationally, and we want to more. So because they are our future, all the children is our future. If they are not they didn't get the education, how they go like future plan, how they will do the future plan. So even the
Yeah.
mother, if mother is not educated, how can they
Yeah.
teach them?
Right. And in a lot of social economic areas, I know education is been still lacking there. And I know internationally, Angina has been supporting the education a lot, providing education for mothers and children. That's something, women's education. We're trying to push that through, and we have many projects. And we have a lot of great volunteers with us as well, who are, always helping us to distribute utensils, books, internationally, especially like in Bangladesh or even within Canada as well. And we have a plan to one day go to Italy and do some of our projects. Miss Consider, can you tell me a little bit about important why literature and poetry is important?
One of the most difficult tasks in the life of us adults and parents is dealing with the education of our children and children. There are so many doubts and fears that torment us. We are afraid of making mistakes and not being understood, or even worse, of not being able to understand them. To address our uncertainties, it is necessary to recognize a set of essential principles and values to be passed on the children. Values that are important to face life. To face life those that will help them become good adults tomorrow. We adults are parents with our behavior made up of words, gestures, and emotions are nothing more than a model for them. The trace to draw from, the one that provides instruction. The little ones feed on what they see. They listen, intuit, absorb everything, haven't even what we unknowingly transmit to them. Values are the essence of good, sicuramente good example, no? To vivere bene, to life. So, quindi the trace to draw from the one that provides instruction. The little ones feed on what they see. They listen, intuit, absorb. A child who does not apple a set of principles in her attitude will sooner or later lose confidence in himself, with the negative effects on his self-esteem. So, what are the most important values to transmit to them beyond the personal choice, linked more or less to religious or cultural factors? Factors.
Thank you so much.
Values can be considered indispensable to make our children happy, men and women, to help them not get lost. Kindness, respect, generosity, and health and others. They are values very, very, very important for to begin a very adult in the future.
Yes, yes, thank you. And it's very true. Children are, yes, I agree with Miss Consider. Children are very valuable, especially as Miss Sherman said, they're the future. I really do agree that, as Miss Sherman and Miss Consider has, stated that they're the valuable and future as well. And also, it's very important to have the safety. I know there's a lot of issues. We had some special guests in the past as well. They discussed about, human trafficking within children, drug abuse. So these are also concerning, and it's a responsible, I think, for everyone. Watch out in your community, within your family too. Sometimes see where how the like interact with children a lot more, understand them. It's very important to understand their behavior as well. So and I know Miss Consider had worked with adolescents before too for drug abuse. Now, moving on from that concept, I wanted to we have some requests. Ms. Charmin, would you kindly recite a poetry from your recently published this book this year? One of your another poetry book was published, Frozen Pain, which also can be found on
Yeah,
Amazon.
this
Can
is
you
my book. You can buy from Amazon, so
okay,
I can recite from that
please,
book
please, if you can
about
recite.
my childhood or everybody's childhood. Like that time, we don't have any fear. So I wrote down the name Fear of the Unknown. As I stayed, just 1 minute. As I stayed awake, middle of the night, fear of the unknown surrounded me. From all the corners, I began to think about my life, the childhood I had left behind. The world seems to be so much fair and full of color and joy. The fear of sorrow had never knocked on my door, and the love was so pure. I began to slowly lose myself into the memories of my childhood. As I stayed awake, middle of the night, fear of the unknown surrounded me. Thanks.
Oh, very nice. And this is so true. As a in your childhood, you should not have any fear, right? Like it should be, what? So it kind of connects to what we were discussing too. Like children should not have any fear in when they're children, right? It's your childhood. You're supposed to have good memories and little funny memories. So thank you, Miss Sharman, for sharing the poetry. Miss Consider, can we also hear a poetry from you as well? One more poem?
Italian language.
Italian language, maybe?
Yes, yes, I
Please.
can. Okay.
Thank you.
Lacrime d'addio. È in questa infinita linea di demarcazione tra il passato, il presente e il futuro che lascio volare in libertà, come un gabbiano in sospensione, il mio amore per te. La sua essenza si disperderà tra le nuvole di questo cielo, si vaporizzerà e ritornerà ancora a me come goccia di pioggia. Tornerà a scorrere sul mio volto per confondersi con le lacrime di dolore versate per te, amore mio. Io, now I can read, I would read poems in English language.
Please. Please.
Yes. Un attimo, vediamo. Ok. To my people, the afternoon is coming. I am here alone in this silent room, just hearing the whistle on the spring wind, blowing with the fall and without truth. And they beside me, heart-breaking memories of ancient life, of the people who are no longer. Only the sense remains rooted of a memory of what it was, floating perennially in this beloved land of Sicily. Here, cyclically, it keeps getting renewed, this indelible memory that no one will ever sweep away. A feeling of sadness invades my heart. I know that too. I will not be eternal. I will come for me too, like this, that day and the final fury of life will sweep away too. My tearing existence. So I too will be a soul lost in the wind that will wander and the cosmic matter on the surface of the sea, on the top of the lowing hills, on this eternal territory. Other people will remember me, and at the time, my distresses, they will have left rooms for new people and hope. Thus, the dazzling sun will leave the pace to the melancholy moon. Starry night in the new morning, they will still hear each other in silence. The footsteps of animals no longer hibernating, the chirping of birds among the sound of a new day, more illusion, more expected, will replace the previous ones, and a new life will be born on this island brood, beautiful. Beautiful, while the sickle, relentless and tearless, while repeat itself for new millennia. This is a poem that speak about some ricordi, believe in the mind of the people. So everyone can to believe some volti di some people that isn't more, non è più. So stay the melancholy with nostalgy. For the to know that the time it's a way it's stop never for nobody. the life isn't that
No.
is like the wine. The people that will go after us so, will be new people, and the cycle of the life will be eternal. You must
Thank you
hear.
so much. Thank you so much, Miss Consider. Thank you for explaining the poetry as
Yeah.
well. Thank you
Okay.
so much. Just before Miss Charmaine, we have some requests for you to read one poetry in Bangla. But before we go to you, I just want to read quick comments from our audience. Sophia Rahman, she said thank you for the lovely poems. She's enjoying the poetry as well. Nisha Ahmed, nice poems. I'm truly enjoying the program. Charmin, Afrin Hawk, Charmin Appa, please can you recite one Bangla too? Yes, she will. She wrote marvelous poetries. Mita Hawk, nice poems. Rahad Hassan, wow. Wilfredo Pedrosa Jr., I think he's watching from Philippines. Thank you so much. Sophia Rahman again with a lot of flowers. Thank you. Facebook user said Angeena International nonprofit organization. They like Angeena International nonprofit organization a lot. Thank you so much, but unfortunately I can't see your name because it says Facebook user. Please join our Facebook like page so we can see your name. Ms. Charmin, can you now recite one because we're almost close to our end of our program. So can you please recite Bangla poetry for
Sure.
us?
Sure. I'm doing this from my this book. It's called বেলা অবেলা। এই বেলা অবেলায় আজ খুব মনে পড়ছে মা তোমাকে, শুধু তোমাকে। দূর শূন্যে দাঁড়িয়ে আছে ক্লোস্টার পাইন, পেটুলা পাইন, ক্যানেডিয়ান পাইন, স্কার্প পাইন, আরো নাম না জানা কত কি যে। যেন ওরা আজ আমার কষ্টে বড়ই আহত। শুধু আমার কষ্ট বুঝার মতো এই পৃথিবীতে এরাই যেন যথেষ্ট। নিস্তব্ধতাকে আমি মাথা পেতে নিয়েছি এতকাল ধরে, এক এক করে পাইন গাছেরাও যেন শত ব্যথা নিয়ে চুপ করে দাঁড়িয়ে থাকে। আমিও যে মানুষ, আমিও যে মানুষ মা। এত মানুষের কষ্ট, এত মানুষের দুঃখ, এত মানুষের হাহাকার আর কিভাবে সহ্য করব, কিভাবে সইব বলো মা। এত এত মানুষ, এত অবহেলা, অবহেলিত শিশুরা, অবহেলিত মায়েরা, অবহেলিত শত শত মানুষ, লাখ লাখ মানুষ বছরের পর বছর নিষ্ঠুর ভাবে এই সমস্ত দুঃখরাই এগিয়ে যাচ্ছে। আমিও ছায়া ফেলে এগিয়ে গেছি, বিচূর্ণ খামের মতো আমি সকলের দুঃখ সুখের পাশে দাঁড়িয়েছি। কই মাগো, আমার জন্য কি কেউ দাঁড়িয়েছে বা কেউ কি দাঁড়াবে? কাউকে দুঃখী দেখলে, কাউকে কষ্ট পেতে দেখলে সবচেয়ে আর এগিয়ে গিয়েছি। সেই ক্লাস্টার পাইন, পেটুলা পাইন, ক্যানেডিয়া পাইন, স্কার্প পাইন, এদের দুঃখ যেমন করে ওরা বয়ে যায় নিরবধি ভাবে, কাউকে বলার নেই, কাউকে বলবে না, ঠিক তেমনি করে আমি এগিয়ে যাচ্ছি নীরবে নিভৃতে। আর কত কাল এসব দেখে দুঃখগুলোকে নিয়ে যাব আঁচলের মাঝে রেখে রেখে দুঃখের দরিয়ার পানি। জানি না কতকাল এভাবে থাকবো মাগো, জানি না নীল মৃত্যু এসে কখনো বা আমাকে হানা দিবে, কখনো বা গান চিলের সাথে আমার আঙ্গিনার একটি অবাধ মিলন ঘটিয়ে দেবে। আমার আঙ্গিনার প্রিয় সঙ্গীকে আজ আঙ্গিনায় ফুটেছে, আমার আঙ্গিনার মাঝে আজ অনেক পাখি এসেছে। মাগো, সেই সমস্ত পাখিদের দুঃখ শোক ভাগ করার আমাকে আমাকে শুধু একটু একটু সহযোগিতা করো। আমাকে শুধু এই বলা বেলা অবেলার কথাগুলো বলতে দাও মাগো। আমি আর সইতে পারি না আকাশের সব তারাদের সাথে। মাগো, আমিও ওই তারাদের মাঝে হারিয়ে যেতে
Are you
চাই।
hearing everybody talk about stocks and crypto these days and you want to get
আমি আজ এই বেলা অবেলার মাঝে আরো হারিয়ে যেতে চাই। ক্লোস্টার পাইন, পেটুরা পাইন, ক্যানিডিয়া পাইন, স্মার্ট পাইন, আর নাম না জানা কত কি যে পাইনদের সাথে সেই তারা হয়ে আকাশে বসে থাকবো। সকলের দুঃখ, সকলের কষ্ট, সমস্ত শিশুদের কষ্ট আমি শুধু এগিয়ে যেতে চাই। আমি শুধু ওদের মাঝে সুখ দিতে চাই, এদের মাঝে আনন্দ দিতে চাই। বড় অবহেলিত এই শিশুরা, বড় অবহেলিত এই মায়েরা, তারা আজ আমাদের সামনে এগিয়ে নিয়ে যাবে, তাদেরকেই আমরা চিনতে পারিনি। এই বেলা অবেলায় আমরা যেন তাদেরকে চিনি মাগো, আমরা যেন তাদেরকে চিনি, আমরা যেন তাদেরকে চিনি এই বেলা অবেলায়। থ্যাংক ইউ।
Thank you so much, Ms. Sharmin. Thank you. We have a lot of audience saying Nisha Ahmed, she wrote so emotionally poem. Thank you, Sharmin Appa. Great hosting, Nadia. Thank you so much, Nisha Ahmed. Facebook user, once again, please, if you can kindly like our like page and comment from here so we can see your lovely comment. But thank you for wishing us best wishes to all. Thank you so much. Sophia, she wrote lovely poem, Charmin. But thank you so much with a lot of hearts. And I have someone requested that if I can recite a poem as well. Well, I don't have my book with me right now, but I do have Miss Charmin's Frozen Pain. I can recite a very short poetry of Miss Charmin as we are close
Sure,
to
sure.
end of our program. It's called Glorious Light, from the book Frozen Pain, written by Saida Sharmin. As I began to dance under the fireworks of glorious light, a strange happiness has bestowed upon me as my soul began to dance away through the night of moonlight. Thank you so much. I just thought it was a very cute and very sweet little poem. So I just wanted to fulfill the wish of one of our audience. So I hope you enjoyed it. As well, thank you, Miss Consider. And I know you have a very close friend who also, you know, Miss Sherman, would you like to I think
Uh,
you wanted to say a few things.
yeah, I want to say something about
Do you mind just muting your the echo?
I want to talk about the Odyssey International Anthology of World Poets
Sure.
2020. It was remarkable, um, one book. There is so many countries poets wrote down here. It is edited by Nurul Haq. He also famous poet. Munir Majid Foundation did these things for arts and culture.
Oh,
So
nice.
we there is so many people whole in the world. They wrote down here this is the like really really famous book, and edit by the whole book edit by Nurul Haq. It is, you can find out and you can buy from the Amazon.
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 Great. So, audience, please note that this book, Odyssey International of Anthology of World Poets 2020, it can be found on Amazon. And again, this was edited by one of a famous poet, Norel Hawk. Thank you so much. And I know Miss Charmaine and Miss Consider, they've
And
both written
consider
poetry.
also, she had a one book. She can, mm, like she wants to show, right? Consider.
Consider, can you Miss Consider, can you show us your book? Yeah. Can I see one more time? I think some audience wanted to see. Okay.
This is
Okay.
my
And
book.
it's in English
That will be buy to buy on Amazon.
on Amazon. Okay, great.
So people can buy from Amazon, right?
Yes, yes.
Notion. No,
There is
Daventa.
a
Okay.
collection of 15 poems of
Okay.
mine. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So, audience who are reciting, all these books are available on Amazon. Thank you, Miss Consider. Thank you.
I think. Did you collect Nurul's poetry book from Amazon also? Consider. Did you collect Nurul's poetry book from Amazon?
Yes, I have I this is the Nurul Hawk books.
Yeah. What is the name?
It is a
Do
very, very fantastic book,
What is
and
the name of the book?
Nurul is a very, very great poet. That with the in his verses there is a poetic, a genuine poetic. I love very much yours poems, and I love neural also fluent. It is a very very man of a high cultural spessore culturale.
What is the name of the book?
Book name?
Yes, then the name, the book was entitled "To What You Need," Neural Hawk.
What do you what?
Vedi?
Oh,
Aspetta. Ok? Si
do
inquadra?
what you need. Do what you need. Okay, okay, and that's also can be found on Amazon.
Quello che
Great.
hai bisogno in italiano.
Oh, the book name is
Italian
Do
language.
What You Need.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Do you
Ex-
do
Do you
what you need?
different? Yeah.
It's a very unique name.
Questa è la
Yeah.
faccia indietro. Neural.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Consider.
Questo è
Miss
il
Charmaine,
mio,
I know.
my book.
Yeah. Yes, and that's also can be found on Amazon. Thank you, Miss Consider. Thank you for coming to our show. If you can tell us a little bit about today, how did you enjoy today's program?
Yes, yes. I have a few difficulty of to speak. Um,
No
um,
problem.
oh, okay, but it was a very enjoy this hours programs. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, and we actually enjoyed too. You joined us all the way from Italy to speak about literature and discuss about poetries. You recited poetry with us and shared some poetry in Italian language along with in English. And you also showed us the book of a great poet, Neural Hawk, and thank you for listening to Miss Charmin's Bangla poetry as well. As you know, the language Bangla was not just gift. It was just not just there gifted. We actually, the country itself, fought for the language, so it's very special to us and special to Angeena International always. So thank you so much, Miss Charmin. Do you have a few words you would like to say? And
Actually,
before you go, Miss Charmaine, I have few audience from the audience and in the inbox as well. They
just
requested if they
once.
can hear one more poem from you, from your Frozen Pain. They requested, and it can be a very short, quick poetry, not a long one. They humbly requested you, so I think let's
Okay,
recite.
sure, sure.
No,
Let's just yeah.
yeah,
Um,
I
just
want.
once. My poetry name. Dad, I miss you so much. I don't know where I can sit for you. I wish just once I can find you. No matter how much I cry or scream for you, there is no response from you. Every day I sit here just wishing to see you one more time. Dad, I miss your warm hugs and laughter we had shared. Today I feel so lonely, yet surrounded by all. Dad, I miss you so much. I don't know where I can seek for you. I wish just once I can find you. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And thank you so much, Neil Nanu, for commenting that, making a comment that nice hosting, Nadia, nice recitation, congratulations. I tried my best because I know I have two big poets in front of me, so I tried my very best. Thank you for listening. Our friend Hawk wished us best wishes all. Thank you so much. Neil, Nanu again, she commented, excellent program, best wishes for Angina International, proud of Sherman. Thank you so much. Neil is, she's also, she does a lot of community help, and so many, she's involved in so many
She
things.
did.
And she's also part of Angina International as an advisor. So she's internationally, she's looking after as well. So thank you so much for joining us and watching our show today. We have a lot of inbox comments too. Thank you so much. But anyone that commented from group or inbox, please humbly requesting you again, please join us on live, on so you can just comment us directly and we can read your names and enjoy as well. Thank you so much on behalf of Consider and Charmaine. I like to say thank you all the audience who are watching now or will be watching again. Myself, Nadia, your host for today's show. Thank you so much. Thank you to both of you, Ms. Charmaine and Ms. Consider, for sharing your lovely poetry and enjoying the poem.
Okay.
We really enjoyed the poems as well, listening to both of your languages. Ms. Sharman,
Yeah.
we will.
I want to say thank you for joining with us and our special guest, Consider La Placa from Italy. And this is your first time, so next time I know you will be easy with us more. So this
Yes.
is your, we heard lovely, lovely poetry from you. It is really very nice, and
Thank you.
I think you also understand our spoken. So thank you so much, Nadia, also, and
Thank you.
thank you so much for our every audience.
Thank you so much, everyone. And again, before we end the show, everyone, please get vaccinated. We're almost ending this COVID. It's so important to get vaccinated. Of course, speak with your doctors if you have any issues or so. But other than that, please continue social distance. Continue wearing your mask. Where you need to wear your gloves, please continue with that. Washing your hand. It's always important, especially even now with COVID. So please continue doing that and please get vaccinated. Once everything is over, We would love to have our shows on stage again, like how Angeena has been doing for the last 25 years, live shows on stage. So we would like to continue doing that. We have a lot of plans coming up in the future that we will, it's surprising, plans and so on. So all can happen once COVID is over. So please, everyone, stay safe. Until then, we'll talk again. Stay safe and take care. Thanks.